I'm wrapping up my author failure series. What's up, my fellow scribe?
Tim here.
Welcome back to the channel. If you're not aware, for the first quarter, most of the first quarter, I've been talking about my biggest failures as an author, so I don't make them anymore. But we're done with that now. It's time to reflect. If you'd like to watch the full series, there's a link to the playlist in the cards above. But the question is, what have I learned? Looking back at my failures, there's one major connection between them.
Fear.
Majority of my failures are based around fear. Not all of them, but most of them. Being the next J.K. Rowling may seem more like an overconfidence.
It is.
It was.
However, since it was a fantasy world that I constantly lived in, the fear that held me back was finding out that I'm not. How can you disprove a delusion if you never test it? This is because I never asked myself one question at that time. Am I writing for fame or because I want to tell stories? Indecision came about of having so many projects that I've screwed up and not wanting to make the wrong choice. When I would hit a huge problem, I would look for a new take to fix the problems. Rushing is me trying to make up time and fearing if I didn't hit my publishing deadline, I never would. Write every day is the fear of not being a true author if I can't do this, which real authors are supposed to be able to do. In my personal life, I started looking at things in my own life. I started doing these affirmations in the morning. It's a 21-minute video by Clark Kegley. In the video, had many affirmations dealing with fear. The longer I did these affirmations, I realized something. Writing was the only area of my life that fear had a stranglehold on. I wouldn't do things out of fear. One of the biggest times I remember this was my junior year of Bible college. I didn't want to leave. I feared graduating the following year, the comfort of the Christian bubble to live in the sinful world. No thank you.
So glad I got over that one.
When it came to friends or meeting new people, I wouldn't, out of fear of rejection. Or if I did, I would prepare myself for the eventual rejection. I had a favorite lie I would tell myself, where I don't have friends. I have acquaintances and close friends.
Nothing in between.
This led me to latch on and to perceived issues or potential breakdowns between people. This way, when the breakdown came, I could strike first, which led me to becoming very confrontational, all because I was worried if people knew the real me, they wouldn't like me. And that's just a piece of some of the things I realized. To give a more whole picture of this, it amazes me how much I used to worry I would fail at something if I gave it a try. Most of my life, I would say I feared failing, placing the focus on failing instead of fear. Failing is how we learn. Just imagine this. When I or you were learning to walk as a toddler, the first time we fell, we stopped trying to walk. We would still be crawling as adults.
Which would be weird.
Thankfully, as toddlers, we're more focused on doing what other people can do, that we don't give up when we fall. We keep trying, thankfully. I'm done being afraid. I'm done letting fear rule me. It's not going to be easy, but I'm not going to let fear ruin me or prevent me from living a full life. To stop letting fear rule me, I need to have a plan. In the future, if I find that I'm not doing something I want to, I need to examine what's going on. What is holding me back? What am I afraid of? And no, that doesn't mean running headfirst into what I'm afraid of.
That'd be stupid.
It just means figuring out what it is and come up with a plan to address that fear. But sometimes, yes, plunging headfirst into the fear is the solution. This conclusion of my author failure series was meant to focus on my writing failures. But since I've learned so much about how much fear has ruled my entire life, I had to talk about it. But to get back on the topic of writing, I realized I need a plan to prevent my failures from happening by constantly looking out for them. No, this does not mean by overanalyzing every decision.
That would be stupid.
But be aware of what has triggered these actions that led to the failures in the past. Also by having a clear plan going forward for my writing, which I'm currently developing. But small part will be part of a 3-part series that comes out in August. Looking back at my past failures has made me more determined than ever to keep moving forward. I do need to remember this though. I will make mistakes and fail in the future. But these failures don't have to be major, as long as I learn from them after they happen. You made it to the end of another video, so why don't you go and smash that like button and subscribe. Have you ever seen my very first video on this channel? Learn about the 1-sentence plot summary by clicking the video on the left. Thanks for watching. Bye.